studied all the pictures in magazines and books. I've memorized the subway maps too. It's 1 block north to Macy's and 2 to Brothers Brooks. Manhattan, I've prepared for you. You certainly are different from what we've got back home, where nothing's over 3 stories high, and no one's in a hurry or wants to roam. But I do, though they wonder why. They said I would soon be good and lonely. They said I would sing the homesick blues. So I've always got this ticket in my pocket, a ticket home in my pocket, to do with as I choose. Burn the bridge, bet the store, baby's coming home no more. Not for the life of me. Break the lock, post my bail, done my time, I'm out of jail. Not for the life of me. A life that's gotta be more than a one-light town where the light is always red. Gotta be more than an old ghost town where the ghost ain't even dead. Clap your hands just because don't you know that where I am and where I was, not for the life of me. You see, I gotta be more than a country wife making babies till I croak. I gotta be more than a leading role in a farmer's daughter's joke. The days of yore, kind and gentle. Ask me if I'm sentimental. Not for the life of me, but oh no, not for the life of, not for the life of, not for the life of me.
There are those, I suppose, think we're mad, heaven knows, the world has gone to racketeering.
We think it's chic, unique, and quite adorable. They think it's hot and soft and memorable. But the fact is, everything today is thoroughly modern.
Check your personality,
Everything today makes yesterday slow.
better face reality.
It's not insanity, says Vanity Fair. In fact, it's stylish to raise your skirt and bob your hair. Have you seen the way they kiss in the movies?
Isn't it delectable?
Painting lips and pencil line your brow. Now it's quite respectable. Goodbye, goody girl, I'm changing and how. So beat the drums, 'cause here comes the modern Millie now. What we think is chic, unique, and quite adorable, we think is hot and sort and memorable. But the fact is, everything today is thoroughly modern.
And getting jazzier.
Everything today is starting to go. Cars are getting snazzier. Men say it's criminal. What criminal do? What they're forgetting is this is 1922. Good beat the drums, 'cause here comes Sarah, hot off the press. Jazz. Millie, no. Hey, give me back my purse! Help! Police! Somebody please help! Oh, miss, please can you help me? That man just stole my... Oh, hey, miss, please, that man just stole my purse, please! Miss! Oh, my God.
Watch where you're
That
going!
man just stole my purse! That man just stole my purse!
Learn to share it with the rest of
Oh,
us.
I meant to trip you!
Of all the dirty, rotten...
My purse is gone!
And?
My pearls, my shoe!
They stole your shoe?
While I was wearing it. 10 minutes in this town, I already have my New York horror story.
Honey, you're my New York horror story.
Oh, no, please, it's every penny I have.
Hey, I feel for you. I'll cross the street next time I see you, but I feel for you. Girls like you arrive here every day, so full of dreams, you may as well be sleepwalking. Well, now that you're awake, why don't you ask yourself, do I belong here? Because New York is great, but the price of living is high, and I'm not talking cash. And I can't help but thinking, if I were in your shoe, I'd make a beeline back to Keokuk or Gopherville or...
Salina, Kansas. And who are you, the unwelcome wagon?
Let me get this straight. You knock me flat on my back, make me late for a date with a sweet little blonde, but still and all, I take some time to give you some sound advice. My good deed for the decade.
Your good deed? If this is a good deed, I would hate to see a bad one, because you're really not helping.
I'm trying to, by telling you the way it is. Look, you got a place to stay?
No, but
Any friends or family nearby?
No, but I'm sure
and
that
you don't have a job.
No, but
No buts. You ain't got nothing. But, look, I said I was doing you a good deed.
The Hotel Priscilla?
It's a rooming house for actresses. They're used to girls who can't pay. Check yourself in, get a good night's sleep, but first thing tomorrow morning, wire home for train fare. Your folks will only be too glad to send it, and you may not believe me now, but once you're back in, Kansas, was it? You'll say to yourself, well, I had my big adventure, but sure is good to be back in my own bed.
They said I would sing the homesick blues. Granny dear, mother mine, old and gray at 29. Calloused hands, broken heart, dreams that die before you start. I ain't got nothing, so I ain't got nothing to lose. Who needs a purse? Who needs pearls? And who needs you, Mr. Whoever you are? I'm a pioneer woman, pal. The Woolworth Building, the MetLife Tower. There's gold in them there hills, and I'm gonna get it or die trying. Days of yore, kind and gentle. Ask me if I'm sentimental. Not for the life of me, but Odio. Not for the life of. Not for the life of. Not for the life of me. Baby's coming home no more. Not for the life of me. the office boy. Read him right and you read for the role.
Oh, Gloria, I long to be like you.
Me too, a little lived in.
Girls, have y'all seen the Daily Graphic?
Manhattan's most eligible bachelor!
No, y'all, the headline. White slavery.
Innocent girls forced into lives of licentiousness and degradation.
So they're actresses? It's no joke. They're shipped to the Orient where they're sold to streetwalkers.
That's one way to meet a man.
Good night.
Ethel's right, this is creepy. Dozens are believed to be missing, mostly orphans, whose sudden disappearance often goes unnoticed.
Don't none of you need worry? Well, with your big, warm families.
But Mrs. Mears, you gotta read
No!
this.
You gotta read this. It's a telegram for you, Ethel. Maybe you ended it all. Woody, emergency fund from home. Iris, Gloria, Koa, Lita, Lucille, Millie. Millie Dellamount, where is it?
Pounding the pavement.
With her head, poor kid.
Who knew an office job was hard to get than a part in a show? She's played the early bird every day this week. But no worm to show for it.
And the rest of you? Why, I still recall how I done on a nun Helen Hayes, Lowe's with the Worcester.
That's our cue, girls.
Don't fuss, Mearsy. We'll make you proud.
If we're not saying hi to Hong Kong.
What is it, Ethel? Not bad news.
Good night. My uncle.
Miss Ethel Pease, Hotel Priscilla. We glad to inform you. Stop. Great Uncle Cyrus killed. Stop. In Falik threatening accident. Stop! What a way to go. Well, my condolences to your family.
What family? My parents died when I was a baby.
I had no idea.
No brothers, no sisters.
Cousins? Aunts? Anyone to keep tabs on you?
Just Uncle Si and me on a farm in the middle of nowhere.
Sad to be all alone in the world. But step into my office and enjoy a soothing cup of green tea. One of the mysteries of the Orient. By the time you finish, you'll be calm, quiet, and ready for a very long nap.
Hello? Buddha. Butterfly here. I've got one for you. A Southern Belle your customers are gonna want to ring. $400. Cash only. What's there to think about? Offer's good for limited time only, so act now. Attaboy, Buddha.
Come in, dear.
Mearsy! Hello? It's me! It's Millie!
Now, where's my wife?
I don't have it yet, but
We say today at none.
yes, but I finally found a job that meets all of my requirements, and they said that they'd call, but oh, I bet that's them!
Hotel Priscilla, how can I help you? What's that? Millie Dellamount? Job? Yes, I'd be delighted to give her massage. Bye-bye. You didn't get it. I give you 2 minutes to pack your things, or you find them on the street.
But Mearsy...
Mrs. Mears to yell.
Well, the other girls call you Mearsy.
There goes are paid in full. You have 1 week on credit and time ran out.
Excuse me. I'd like to inquire about the room for rent. What are you, listening at the door? Even an ambulance chaser waits for a siren.
The sign says vacancy.
Yeah, well, don't believe everything you read.
May I please see the concierge?
I don't know what that is, but I know this hotel ain't got one.
Heavens!
Trust me, you won't like it here. The manager's mean, the rooms are hot, and the water's always cold.
This is living. This is what I call living. I've hungered for this day since heaven knows when. Year after year with a secret yen. all of my prayers, all my desire, every waking moment with my heart afire.
Well, you are out of luck because there's only one room left and it's mine. So unless you want a roommate.
Now I'm living to one and all. I'm living.
Put a sock in it, sister! You need a room, I need the rent. Hey, guess we could stay together for a night or two. It's a single bed, so you take the floor.
Perfect. Pour me the milk. Without the honey, I'll take those funny money woes. Paying Paul by robbing Peter, lay away to buy my clothes. Summer on the Isle of Coney, winter in Hell's kitchenette. I'll turn my dial to rank and file. How the other half lives. No 14-karat cronies, phonies, fair weather friends. I want an on the donate, soulmate, stormy weather friends.
But if you can afford the Ritz.
Give me the meat without the gravy. I'll take the oyster, sans the pearl. Pinching pennies, clipping coupons, see a brand new world unfurl. Let me brown bag all my lunches, try my hand at canned cuisine. Upper Litz class, I long to pass. How the other half lives.
Poor, not me. Honey, I don't want those money woes. I'll marry Paul or Dave or Rob or Peter so I can buy my clothes at Saks Fifth Avenue. Bergdorf's a good man too. The privileged few plus you know who. How the other half lives. Say, we could be good for each other. I could teach you how to eat on a nickel.
And I'll teach you which fork to use.
I'll teach you how to stretch $1.
And I'll teach you how to invest one.
I'm on my way up.
I'm on my way down.
Hey, good thing we met in the middle.
Pour me the milk,
not me.
Hold the honey, I don't
bring
on those funny money woes.
I'll marry Paul,
Paying
or
Paul,
Dave, or Rob,
by robbing
or Peter.
Lay
So
away
I
to
can
buy my clothes.
That's
Summer on the Isle of Coney, winter in Hell's
Good man
kitchenette.
too.
A wild sojourn,
so I can learn
living like the other half. My very first poor person.
Hey, I'm broke, not poor.
There's a difference?
And how? Poor sounds permanent. I mean, broke can be fixed. And I got a plan so far ahead of its time, it's almost too bold, too daring, too new woman.
You're frightening me.
Yeah, well, this'll straighten your curls. I'm gonna marry my boss.
When?
I don't know, I haven't got one yet.
Well, surely you believe that love
Has nothing to do with it? Don't you read Vogue? This month's issue clearly states that love and marriage is a business arrangement. I mean, love comes later, occasionally with the man you're actually married to.
Well, where will you find him?
The classifieds. I've interviewed boss after boss after boss, but so far, married, engaged, married. Oh, single! And I can see why.
Well, don't you read the tabloids? I find they really capture the flavor of the huddled masses.
Look, Manhattan's most eligible bachelors?
The movers and shakers that make Manhattan tick. All of whom need wives.
And one of whom must need a stenog! Oh, Mrs. Mears, before you bite my head off, I would really like to explain myself.
Millie. Millie doesn't bite. But who's your friend?
Oh, well, we haven't met yet. Millie Dilmount.
And I'm Miss Dorothy Brown from California.
An actress, are you?
How did you guess?
I have a keen eye for talent. Now what can I do for you, Dorothy?
Well, she's gonna stay with me and help me pay the rent till I find a suitable boss.
No need for you to drop her up. I brought you another week.
Where does that leave me?
Well, as luck would have it, a nice, sunny room just become available. Right next door to Millie.
You mean 1208? But Ethel Pease...
Ethel, please just check out.
But she just checked in.
Ethel joined an all-girl repertory for the Mongolian tour.
But not 2 hours ago, she chewed my ear off about her non-existent...
Das Showbiz! Das Showbiz! Now, if you register, Dorothy...
Miss Dorothy.
Miss Dorothy. Mills and Millie. Always some for you. Millie has such a big, warm family. Do you have a big, warm family, Miss Dorothy?
Well, actually, I'm an orphan.
Huh? Sad to be all alone in the world. 12 dear.
This way, Miss Dorothy. And, other half, lesson number 1. The girls practice their routines in here sometimes on account of the hardwood floors. I think it, did something to the machinery, so now you gotta tap dance to get this thing working. Ready? There you go. And kick, 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 kick. Yeah, okay. Living like the other half.
Fan Fu! Jinho! We made the front page of the Daily Graphic. Look, there I am. All right, it's an old photo. Yeah, there's numbers across my chest, but those days are over. All of New York may be searching for Daisy Crumpler, but no one's paying a whit of attention to Mrs. Miaz. Of course, I can't take all the credit. After all, I studied acting with Stanislavski and elocution with Miss Fisk. Still, I always say, give me the right wig and I can play anything. Now, Banfu. Take Ethel to Buddha, $400, CODASAP. And Xingho, our new arrival is used to the finer things. So let's give her room service. A little snack with enough chloroform to knock her all the way to Hong Kong. Huh? Banfu. Sung Ethel. Huey. What? Hugh Buddha. Say back. Cash! Jingho. Room service, room service, room service, room service, room service. Bam, yeah, 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 yeah. Fong, Fong, Mu, Yon. Fong Mu Yon from Miss Dorothy. Dear Ethel, parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
No go ta kui ho to yim. Sing mo di la sai lo. Koi hak som. Ba yun jo. Xing yu xing o. A sik da o ma pai pai shre a dro. Ching, ching. Sing ya te gon ching. A gong li chon a ho ya. Gam kui jiao ga wai la. 睇下我邊個仔啊？阿講嘅爽嘅知道嗎？超小調，點大度，乖乖不再回家要。这生活我不要，生活要比当学的更繁荣，而当时往航空。生活要比贵当谁让面乖乖都加油加油加油！拍拍手，觉得吗？我的底层鼓起鼓起一样啦。这生活我不要，不都里都。这生活我不要。
Looking for a Miss Flannery.
You're looking at a Miss Flannery, you are?
Millie Delmount, here to see Mr. Trevor Graydon.
Senior, junior, or the third?
Whichever single.
Single?
Handed. In need of a typist. Shorthand, too.
Number 3.
Oh, is he hiring?
Theoretically. Meanwhile, he's looked at every synagogue in the tri-state area. Not a one of them fast enough.
I'm fast.
So I've gathered.
I meant on my machine.
I didn't. Is that rouge?
You don't like me.
I don't like moderns, Missy, and you're as up-to-date as they come.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment, and you better be fit for the job. Mr. Graydon, I'm Miss Dilmount here to see you, sir. Move it!
Congratulations, Miss Dilmount. It takes the average applicant 7 seconds to walk from Flannery's Perch to my way station. I clocked you at 6.4. That's swell, just swell. The early bird and all that.
Beautiful.
How's that?
Beautiful trophy. I love baseball.
Golf. I want it for golf. May I see your references?
I don't have any, but I'm a quick learner.
No references? How about previous employees?
No, I don't have any of those either.
You don't? I like that.
You do?
Absolutely. Isn't this a land of opportunity, Miss Dilmount? A place where the right combination of attitude and enthusiasm can take a girl from nowhere straight to the top. So let's do this the American way. Bolt the door, take off your things, let's have a taste.
Excuse me?
Take a letter. To Mr. John Hudson, Hudson's Floor Wax. You'll find an invoice in the file for the address. Dear Mr. Hudson, colon, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, I request a full refund of all the money we advanced. And unless you can convince me you've improved the floor wax batter, we will take our business elsewhere. So, I hope you solve this matter. How's my speed, Miss Stillmount?
A little slow, perhaps.
Enclosed, you'll find a small container of the stuff I talked about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff. If you've a doubt, I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors. Which is why I chose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendation that you make your floor wax better. I just hope it won't require us to have our floor relayed. And if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Grayton. Now read that back to me.
Oh, certainly. Dear Mr. Hudson, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the floor wax that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discoveed upon usage that the fume should have a warning. Since the only possibility is that your wax is rancid, we request a full refund of all the money we advanced.
Nice.
Thanks. And unless you can convince me that you made the floor wax better, we will take our business elsewhere. So, I hope you solve this matter.
Not half bad, Miss Stillmount. Please continue.
Enclosed, you'll find a small container of the stuff I talk about. Just carefully remove the lid and take a whiff if you've a doubt. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers on the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I chose to write to you a confidential letter full of strong recommendations that you make your floor wax better. I just hope this won't require us to have our floor relayed, and if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Grayton.
Miss Stillmount, may I speak frankly?
Yes.
If I could be so lucky as to have a good stenographer to keep this place as up to date as her short skirt and bob coiffure, I wouldn't have to worry about my sour office planking. I could concentrate on generating profits ripe for banking. Which is why I'm testing you with this outrageous correspondence, which I don't intend to actually mail to the respondents. So if you can make sense of my unintelligible patter, then the job is yours and Hudson Florex really doesn't matter.
Hudson's floor wax doesn't matter. Hudson's floor wax doesn't matter.
I want that letter on my desk in 2 minutes flat. Man your machines. Go! Miss Hudson, Coleman, my eyes are fully open to my awful situation, so I'm writing you a letter to demand an explanation. When the products that we bought from you arrived here Monday morning, we discovered upon usage that the future have a warning. So the only possibility is that your wax is rancid. Request a full refund of all the money we advanced. Unless you can convince me to improve the forex better, we will take our business elsewhere. So I hope you solve this matter.
So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter. So I hope you solve this matter.
Going on. Enclosed, you'll find a small container of the stuff I talked about. Just carefully remove the lid. Take a whiff if you down. Sure, you wouldn't want me to alert the daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your favorites, which is why I chose to write you a confidential letter with strong recommendation. Make for it better. Just hope it won't require us to have a fully related. And if it does, you may expect a bill. Sincerely, Trevor Graydon. You have made the team, Miss Dillmount.
Tell me where my desk is when we eat lunch, how much I'll be paid. And nice to meet you. I know we'll be friends. Just call me Millie Graydon. I mean Dillmount. Someday Graydon.
Yes.
Phone mo yon.
Beg pardon?
Phone mo yon.
I didn't order anything. I said I didn't order anything. Oh, thank you. I could never refuse a rose.
No chung mei ding go ho ching gum ling a shu jay.
If you insist. Heavens!
Mrs. Maisi.
Who?
Mrs. Maisi. Sad to be all alone in the world.
Mrs. Mears. What about her?
Quay ho young hima. Senkala gola ojoma. Male ole maoga. Ashonga paja doma. Male ole maoga. Ashongji wan.
You gentlemen clearly have pressing matters to discuss, so I'll leave you to it. And thank you. I so appreciate the rose.
Must I do everything myself? Bunfu, take care of your brother. I'll take care of Miss Dorothy.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Mears.
Hello, little lady. I have a little something for you. My way of saying, welcome to the Puissera.
A California apple.
For the California orphan. Sad to be all alone in the world. But don't look back. Take it back.
An apple a day.
Well, hello. You are new. You an actress, I'm an actress, but we couldn't be more different, so we'll never be up for the same part, which is a good thing, don't you think? Ruth Devereaux, my stage name anyway. My real name's Dabrowski, but imagine that on the marquee. Nice chatting with you, bye. So shy.
Now, where were we? Ah, yes.
It smells so ripe.
That's because it's juicy. Go on. Have a taste.
Say, where'd you get that? I'm starved.
I'll share it with you.
Gee, thanks.
Alice! You remember that delivery boy you had your eye on? Well, any minute now, the Iceman coming.
Iceman.
Eat it!
Miss Dorothy, I did it! Laura, Ruth, Alice, girls, come on!
What did you do, Dorothy?
You are looking at the future Miss Trevor Graydon! And he advanced me my first paycheck, so we're all painting the town red to celebrate. On me to thank each and every one of you.
For what?
Oh, the purse, the hat, and the dress. Well, in a minute.
What about the land?
Oop, 2 weeks worth.
I take that.
And I'll take that.
It's over here.
Kitchen is closed. Beat it.
Hola, darling.
What's he going on about?
I think he's dear.
Well, I think I'm thirsty, so come on, girls. Don't wait up, Missy.
They don't know my flair for the dramatic. Not a clue the talent I possess. Pretty girls, but not much in the attic. Face to face with genius, and they'll never guess. They'll never guess. They don't know. They're staring at an artist, highly trained to take on any role. Skillful mime and brilliant laundry cardist, seeking retribution for the life they stole. I almost acted Chekhov, Ibsen, Charmelin. I almost starred as Peter Pan, Imagine moi mid-air. I almost tackled Shakespeare, a blushing Juliet. And if the house were big enough, I still could play her yet. They don't know I'm hotter news than Doucet, Helen Hayes, and Bernhard all in one. They're on top, and I look like a loser. Wait and see who's standing when my play is done. So welcome all you bright young ladies. You're checking in to Hotel Hades. I won't stand by while critics praise ya. You're getting shipped to Southeast Asia. But they don't know. They don't know. Sad to be all alone in the world. Yeah, they don't know.
Millie, we've kept these up and down Broadway.
For 2 hours.
And the strongest two-treat sample is a root. I don't get it. They say the city's teeming with juice joints.
All in favor of heading back to the hotel?
No! Just like Eve and the apple, I've got my heart set on tasting the forbidden fruit.
You're a first-timer?
I enjoy a festive sip of champagne, but spirits never.
Me neither. Salina's dry as a bone. Ain't no booze in the Amish country.
I've never even played a drunk scene.
Gloria?
Well, my grandmother's fruitcake has a hell of a kick to it.
All right, that settles it. I don't care if it's an undercover copper. We are asking the very next person that we see. Make that the next person.
Kansas!
Millie, you know this man?
It's a short story.
With a surprise ending. What are you doing here? You were gonna make a U-turn.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Come on, girls!
Wait a minute. He looks like he knows where a girl can get a drink around here.
Well, it just so happens you're staring at the hottest speako in town. But unless you cream puffs hook the right clothespin, that Judas hole ain't never gonna open.
Excuse me, I'm from California. I don't speak New York yet.
He says we were this close to quenching our thirst, but they won't let us in.
Listen to you. You've come a long way.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 7 days. Read the Bible.
The Bible won't get you here. You have to be escorted by a member.
Well?
What are you, nuts? I got a girl waiting in there for me.
Yeah. Think of it as a next decade's good deed.
All right. But the moment we're in, you're on your own. Don't be scared.
Who says I'm scared?
Your fringe, it's shaking.
Do you blame it? The only person you'll find behind bars back home is the town drunk.
It's no different here. There's just more of us.
How long do you think they'll keep us?
Overnight. Unless you get a hairpin, I've got a knack for breaking and entering.
Misspent youth?
18 years on Long Island. If that ain't misspent, I don't know what is.
Well, it's closer than Kansas.
Hey, when you're stuck on the other side, that East River's as wide as an ocean.
Oh, you think the East River's wide? Kansas might as well be the moon, and I fell from it.
Landed on your feet?
No, I landed in jail. Hey, look, I hope you're serious about this hairpin thing. I gotta be at work in a few hours.
What do you do?
Stenog, for now. And you?
Depends. When I want to see a show, I'm an usher for a night. When the Yankees play at home, it's popcorn, peanuts, Cracker Jacks. And when the open seas are calling, well, the Circle Line's always in need of a knowledgeable guide.
You make a living?
I make a life. It sure beats sitting at a desk 8 hours a day fretting over the price of steel.
Steel?
My old job. Steel equipment for offices.
Oh. What? Paper clips. Like.
Yep. Paper clips like.
Yeah, I never would have pegged you as a paper clips guy. Boot gin, maybe, or ladies' lingerie.
I thought you pegged me for a jerk.
Oh, I did. But I still think you deserve better than paper clips.
So do you. Can I ask you a personal question? 7395-13.
What?
Your name.
Millie Delmount.
Jimmy Smith.
Talented child!
The places I would like to show you, although I hardly know you, I've a funny feeling we'd make a perfect pair. Famous sights I wanna see you seeing, the nights of you and me, you, we. Wait a minute, or just a minute. No, 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 no. I'm a Joe with just one aim. Every night to date a different dame. Call each one of them the same pet name. Hey, baby. In a row, I have my ducks. Loads of gals to give me loads of yucks. Leave the cooing to the other clucks. I don't mean maybe. Got it good. What do I need with love? Always practice what I preach. Keep temptation out of easy reach. Stick to dolls who wash their hair in bleach. I'm happy. Come and go the way I choose. Never gonna sing the tied down blues. Other guys will kill to fill my shoes. No wing clipped sappy. Got it good. What do I need with love? That was a near miss. Talk about a close shave. Flirted with disaster. There must be someone up there watching over me. Talk about a four-leaf clover me. Peter Rabbit's missing footsie means I roll without a tootsie. Got it good. What do I need with love? I got it good. What do I need with love? Skip the vows and all that rot. Tell the minister that I do not. Bright and breezy is the birds and bees, is the free and easy is the life I got. Without her. Although I hardly know you. What do I need with love? I've got it good. Oh. Got it good. But now I got it bad.
All of you, up and at 'em.
Hey, Millie. Wait up. Want to grab a cup of coffee?
Oh, I can't. I barely have enough time to swing by the Priscilla and change and then run to work.
Oh, a quick cup of Joe.
I'm new on the job. I doubt they'll overlook me being late.
Well, then what if they know it's good for them? They're lucky to have you, Millie Delmount.
Thank you, and the Circle Line's lucky to have you too, Jimmy Smith. You're not too hot with new arrivals, but I have a hunch you're a really great guide. Not guide.
Say, you a Yankees fan?
Do you need help with the Cracker Jacks?
Actually, I have tickets to tonight's doubleheader. In fact, why not play hooky? We can make a day of it.
No can do. You don't know my fiancé.
Fiancé?
Boss and fiancé. I'm gonna marry him.
Wow. Love at first sight?
No, not for the modern. No more waiting at port for my ship to come in. I went out and I found him.
So I guess the ball game was out.
Why? Oh, you were thinking we'd go as a thing? No? Yes.
Us? No. In fact, I've got a third ticket. I was about to suggest you bring your friend along. You know, California?
Miss Dorothy? Why? I gotta go.
Till tonight, Kansas?
Till tonight, Long Island.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, lack a day. Oh, lack a day. Oh, lack a day.
Oh, lack of talent.
Catch her when she falls.
Aya, sing taya.
What, Ching Ho? Lost your heart to Miss Dorothy? How sweet.
Never mind, I'm the one who feeds you. I'm the one who clothes you. I'm the one you better be nice to if you want to see your elderly, ailing mother anytime soon.
No, mama.
No ahoya jago.
What, Mama? In exchange... for services rendered. So, places, please.
Ready? I'm about to wear something brand new. Come on, watch. All right. What do you think? Come on.
Fancy thread!
Mercy, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was just cleaning up nasty spot on carpet. You girls always spilling.
But, Mercy, I can't see a thing.
Neither can I.
Yeah, say, what kind of cleaner is that?
Soy sauce?
Soy sauce?
One of the mysteries of the Orient. Polishes doorknob, remove birthmark, a homemade henna for otherwise mousy hair.
Wait a minute, soy sauce and it leaves no stain?
Not if you really rub it in. Bun food, Ching Ho!
First date with Mr. Graydon.
Finally. Hey! Only been there for a week, and it's not easy with hound dogs, Flannery sniffing around, but making progress.
Where's he taking you?
He's not. Jimmy Smith is.
Again?
Where to this time? Coney Island.
Central Park!
One of the watering holes he frequents from here to New Jersey.
Mr. Smith has friends in low places.
And hi.
What are you talking about? Where are you going?
Oh, yeah, no place special. Just the glamorous penthouse of Muzzy Van Hosmer! Back from her world tour, and Jimmy smuggled some tickets for her welcome home party.
Speaking of which, Millie, we better get going.
Okay, girls, don't wait up. These showbiz parties go all hours.
Showbiz parties.
Oh, unless you worry, we will have the finest of chaperones.
We know.
The wonders of the world are said to stop at 7, but truth to tell, my figures don't agree. I number them at 8, with one so close to heaven, the others pale, their magic stale. Just take a look and see. Step right up to Treasure Isle. Every inch of it a sky-high mile. Fairy tale land, only in New York. Hey, castle builder, want the moon and nothing less. Work for years, then overnight success. I know firsthand, only in New York. Each day it's free admission to those who dream. You set your sights all the way upstream. Watch you go, for you know that cream will rise. Make that wish and seek that thrill. Come and get it, 'cause you always will. Strike up the band, only in New York. Each day is free admission to those who dream. You set your sights all the way upstream. Watch you go, for you know that cream will rise. Now, improved and rearranged, ever-changing, yet it's never changed. Kind by command, that's what I'm saying. Oh, but it's grand. That's why I'm staying right here as planned. Only in New York. Only in New York. Only in New my adorable friends. Oh, Ira! Georgie Gershwin, how's that symphony coming?
It isn't. I'm stuck, frozen, and blocked.
Don't worry. Inspiration comes when you least expect it. Oh, Dorothy Parker! What a divine dress. You look like a rhapsody in blue.
Aha!
Muzzy, Variety says you broke in box office records.
Oh, loyalty to Le Monde. I left the South Pole to the Penguins, the North to Mr. Claus, but everywhere else I came, I sang, I conquered.
Muzzy at the palace.
Buckingham. And they ain't kidding, it's fabulous.
Muzzy at the basket.
Tough house. Jimmy! The roses need pruning. Roses?
My father used to be her gardener at the Long Island Mints.
I still say no one can trim a hedge like Jimmy's daddy used to.
Millie Dillmount, Miss Dorothy Brown, may I present Muzzy Van Hosmeer.
Charmed.
What an honor to meet you, Miss Van Hosmeer.
Muzzy. Millie. Muzzy.
Muzzy.
Rodney! Hello!
Millie, I have an audition for David Belasco in the morning, so I think we're gonna call it a night. Rodney!
You two know each other?
From the orphanage.
Weren't you two about to leave? I'll show you out.
So, Rodney, tell me, were you ever adopted?
Millie, how about a drink? A bit of bubbly? Anything? Our home is your home.
Oh, is Mr. Van Hosmeer going to be joining us?
That depends. You planning a seance? He passed away years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You said, our house.
That's what Mr. Van H used to call it. Mind you, you could have knocked me over the first time I saw this place. I felt like a crow's feather in Queen Mary's bonnet. But that husband of mine, he just slapped me on the bottom and said, "Baby Van Hosmeer, this is our home. Not your home, not my home, but our home. Don't you ever forget it." And I never have. Unfortunately, I enjoyed his companionship for a brief but very ecstatic period. Sad. Yes. Mr. Van H hated sad stories. He wanted our home to be filled with good fun and good friends, so heck, let's get kissy right off. Millie Dillmount, I want to know all about you. You were born, and then what happened?
Well, I was born. And then I came here.
We have so much in common. Meet Baltimore's own Mabel Ida Walker.
Baltimore.
Not even. Cockeysville, Maryland. Proud of it. You see, Tweedums, anyone can be born here, but to move here on nothing but nerve and determination.
Like a Mabel Ida Walker.
Like a Millie Dillmount. Let's dance.
Don't you worry, Miss Dorothy. I know something that'll clean so you won't notice a thing. One of the mysteries of the Orient. Muzzy, where's the kitchen?
Snookums, I have no idea.
Oh, you really think Millie's okay one-on-one with Miss Dorothy Parker?
I'm not speaking to you.
What did I do?
Once a week, you write me dishing the shows, the parties, even the weather, and not one peep about the biggest news of all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Little Millie. Oh, Jimmy, you're in love with her. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Millie, you can't go back to Kansas.
No.
You're an ex-con, remember?
I can't stay here, not after pouring soy sauce all over Dorothy Parker's dress.
Explain to me again, why?
I thought it would clean it. That creepy Mrs. Mears swears by the stuff.
You'll be the talk of the town tomorrow.
Don't say that.
In a good way. Think of all the people who would kill to smother Dorothy Parker in soy sauce. But they can't, for fear of her poison pen.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Relax, she's so plastered she won't remember your name.
You think? Really? What a relief. Something like that could cost me my job, and Mr. Graydon wouldn't like it.
He's a stiff, isn't he?
Well, some would say so, but I get to see a side of him that few people are lucky enough to see.
While you're sitting on his lap?
No.
Has he kissed you yet?
No.
Does he have a pet name for you?
Yes.
What?
John.
John? Mm-hmm. That's not very romantic.
But it's modern. He calls me John because I'm so efficient. Johnny on the spot. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. This morning, he came this close to popping the question.
He did?
John, he said, don't you ever leave Sincere Trust Insurance Company.
Sweet. Maybe you could work that into the vows.
Another crack? God, every time I mention Mr. Graydon.
Well, can you do me a favor? A really big one, because I know how hard it'll be for you. Can you not talk about your big plan for once?
Why not?
Because I'm sick of hearing about it. You want to marry a man who thinks of you as a typewriter on legs? Be my guest.
Thank you, I will. And a new woman takes reason over romance any day of the week. And I am a new woman.
So why set your sights on the world's oldest profession?
Hey, if I were you, I'd keep my trap shut about professions, mister. I used to work in paper clips.
Well, maybe we shouldn't speak at all. You know, maybe our nightly excursions are taking up too much room on my dance card.
What do I care? Any night now, my nights will be consumed with my boss/fiancé, Mr. Trevor Graydon III.
I'm warning you, Millie. I've headed up to here with you and Graydon.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you because I'm going to marry him. And what'll you be, butterfly boy? Flower to flower to flower.
You've had a problem with that?
I'm merely suggesting that you grow up, skirt chaser.
Gold digger?
Womanizer.
Jezebel?
Casanova. Am I drunk? Or maybe I'm dreaming. I ought to be screaming. He suddenly, everything today is thoroughly just like that. Without any warning, at 2 in the morning. He suddenly, everything today is thoroughly. Were there signs? And I didn't see them. The random remark, occasional sigh, the day in the park, the gleam in his eye. Everything today is thoroughly. Everything today is thoroughly. Jimmy, oh Jimmy, silly boy. Gee, what a real swell guy. Jimmy, oh Jimmy, what a joy. He makes my troubles fly. His glance had fireworks in it. We kissed, my heart did a whiz-bang flip-flop heaven for a minute. Jimmy, oh Jimmy, don't you know what I can't quite confess? So coax me, implore me, I promise you won't bore me. Jimmy, I might say yes. He makes my troubles fly. His glance at fireworks in it. We kissed, my heart did a whiz-bang flip-flop heaven for a minute. Jimmy, oh Jimmy, don't you know what I can't quite confess? So coax me, implore me, I promise you won't bore me. Oh Jimmy, I might say.
Now remember, shh. It's our little secret.
But she's my best friend.
No, Dorothy,
Miss Dorothy.
not to me.
I demand an explanation.
Excuse me?
Your prompt attention to this matter is insincerely appreciated. Please accept our insincerest apologies. Yours, Insincerely.
Sorry, Miss
If you're not
Flannery.
already, you will be. I'm docking you $1.
$1! Insincere trust.
Make it 2.
Jimmy, I told you not to call me.
Personal matter, not on company time.
Sincere trust. Jimmy, we have nothing more to say to each other.
Dillmount.
I didn't ask him to call. I don't want him to call. I never want to see Jimmy Smith again.
Good. Forget the boys, Dillmount. Get yourself a canary.
No canary in a cage for me. This canary's ready to fly free. Cut the cord. Is that a man I once adored? He's nothing but an albatross, no great loss, double crosser. Forget about the boy, pull the plug. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? He's lower than an alley cat, dirty rat, and I flatter. Forget about the boy, forget about the boy, forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't you think about him. Sister, you're much better off without him. You can blow the blues a kiss goodbye and put the sun back in the sky. But when he starts crawling, I'm not falling. Shout hooray and hallelujah. Now me and Mr. Wrong are through. I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy.
Varnish driver, CPA. Cut the cord. Is that the man I once adored? He's not the man now, the trust. Lost double cross. Forget about the boy. Walk, walk. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? And I flatter.
Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the
Shout hooray and hallelujah. Now me and Mr. Wrong are through.
I'll find myself another beau who I know is no rover. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. And in the moonlight, don't you think about him. Sister, you're much better without him. You can blow the blues a kiss goodbye and put the sun back in the sky. But when he starts crawling, I'm not falling. Hallelujah. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy. Forget about the boy.
Ladies, the phone rang 11 times before I finally answered it myself. Where's Flannery? Back to work. Fast, John. I want a word.
Another crisis, Mr. Graydon?
A big one. John, that last batch of carbon paper was not up to snuff. Write a memo to the head of supply. Read his beads.
Read beads.
Pin his ears back.
Pin ears.
Really go after him.
Really go after him. Oh, Mr. G.
Who?
You. Do you have a
A what?
a moment? I would really like to get your opinion on Mr. Rudolph Valentino.
Okay.
Well, in the Chic, he takes Agris Iris by brute force, and she enjoys it. She enjoys it a lot. Now tell me, Mr. Graydon, what is your opinion on brute force?
I'm not up for it. Not up for it at all. That's not what women really want today. Give them a young man they can trust. Tom Sawyer at 20.
Oh, I never read Tom Sawyer. Was he sexy?
He was 12.
Well, if you got it, you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Millie, we have to talk about last night.
If you didn't get it from me slamming the phone in your ear last night, we have nothing to say to each other. Let's just pretend last night even happened.
You can't be serious.
Leave her alone!
What? Lovely. Elbows you have, Miss Flannery.
From my mother's side of the family, the Boggs girls were always noted for their elbows.
I can see why.
My Barney was always partial to them, but then again, you and he are so much alike. Get out! She never wants to see you again!
That can't be true.
You better believe it, Mr. Man!
Millie!
Thank you, Miss Flannery.
Peg!
Peg.
Oh, Millie, I hate to bother you at the office,
More
but
research on how the other half lives? I got a taste of it myself last night.
You mean at Muzzie's party? Wasn't it heaven? Who knew how fast I'd be plunged into the depths of Hades?
Yeah, funny thing how remorse works.
Oh, Millie, I feel so dirty. He had this peculiar grin on his face when he went to shake my hand. Only it wasn't my hand he wanted to shake. He
pounced.
I couldn't breathe.
He took your breath away.
I felt
in the pit of your stomach.
My knees buckled.
Well, you couldn't help yourself. As far as you knew, I was still gonna marry my boss.
You mean you're not?
I most certainly am. Miss Dorothy, just promise me no man will ever come between us.
How could anybody take the place of my best friend? But what does this have to do with my audition for David Belasco?
Oh, that was this morning. How did it go?
Fine. Until he pounced.
Him too? Oh, you've really been through it.
Do I look like the sort of girl who would let a man take liberties?
No. You look helpless, which is even better as far as men are concerned. They think they can get away with it. Well, take a page from my book, Miss Dorothy. Callus up! Higher heels, shorter skirts, and... Oh, you're not gonna like this, but cut your hair.
Cut my hair?
No more little girl lost in the lion's den. What I'm offering you is the fashion equivalent to a whip and a chair.
Tame the beast!
No day like today, Miss Dorothy.
Be a good old scout and reserve the handball court for 6:15, will you?
Yes, sir!
Good old Sweat. Edgy in the gut, tighten the... Ah, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
Handball court for 6:15.
Ah, at last I know the secret of it all.
Handball.
Oh, the longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning, the burning hopes, the joys and idle tears that fall.
Can't you do better than that? I'll hold.
I've a very strange feeling I never felt before. 'Tis a kind of a grind of depression.
My heart's acting strangely, it feels rather sore. At least it gives me that impression.
My pulse is leaping madly without any cause. Believe me, I'm telling you truly.
I'm gay without pause, then sad without cause.
My spirits are truly unruly. For I'm falling in love with someone, girl. I'm falling in love with someone, and a world.
Yes, I'm falling in love with someone, plain to see.
I'm sure I could love someone madly. If someone would only love me.
someone, Millie. If someone would only love me.
Thank you. Oh, did you two meet? Mr. Graydon, this is my good friend, Miss Dorothy from the Priscilla Hotel. We're gonna spend my lunch hour together at the Madcap Beauty Spot. Miss Dorothy's going to have her hair smartly bobbed.
Bobbed? With your beauty?
Oh, Mr. Graydon, behave.
I bet you can make the moon and the stars behave.
I just figured Miss Dorothy is an actress.
You wouldn't
with
rob
the way
some
the
lucky
theater
step
is.
of playing with those adorable curls, would you?
I just thought if she cut her hair...
Chuck it, John. Just chuck it. Miss Dorothy, I'm going to take you to dinner and try to talk you out of doing mankind such a disservice. May I take the liberty of asking you to dine with me?
You may.
And afterwards a bit of vaudeville at the Hippodrome. That is, if the comics are not on. Their humor can be a little too ribald for a lady's ear.
Perfect. Millie, I think I'll keep my curls. At least for tonight. Instead, we need to find a suitable frock for this evening.
We'll be gilding the lily.
Hush, Mr. Graydon.
Trevor.
Trevor! Till tonight.
7:15?
Sharp.
That Miss Dorothy? Great Scott, that Miss Dorothy. Pretty as a peach and skin to beat the band. Perfect little Pippin.
Perfect.
What a dandy little bundle for a fellow to cuddle.
Dandy.
Say, imagine all that sweet softness in your arms. Yes, well, we'll make dinner reservations at the plaza. The Candle Nook room. Quiet corner table for two. I think Miss Dorothy's for the plaza, don't you? Oh, John, flowers.
There's a florist around the corner. I'll order from them.
That's using the old bean. Roses, pink, 2 dozen.
2 dozen.
Long stemmed,
Long stemmed.
plump.
On the fat side.
Millie! Out here!
Jimmy, what are you doing?
How else am I supposed to get to you? Old Elbows has every door barricaded. She says you never want to see me again.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Take it back, or I'll jump.
Jimmy, I am in no mood for this. It's been a rough day.
Can I help?
I don't know, you need a stenog? Mr. Graydon's not available anymore. Talk about your tangled web. He fell for a friend of ours.
Miss Dorothy? Well, I'll be.
Bitter? No, I'm not, Jimmy. Really, don't be. Love just swamped him. We are too young to live a life full of hate.
I agree. So let's kiss and make up. Or at least make up. Maybe our kissing wasn't such a good idea.
Or maybe you prefer kissing Miss Dorothy.
What are you talking about?
Don't pretend like it didn't happen, Jimmy. I was a little giddy from the champagne, but I saw you leaving her room.
What did you think we were doing?
Oh, gee, I can't imagine. Not that I need to. She told me everything.
Well, then you got your wires crossed. Yes, I went to her room last night. I had to talk to somebody.
Yeah, an intimate conversation from the looks of it.
As a matter of fact, it was. I've been so confused, Millie. So mixed up. Ever since you tripped me, life's been topsy-turvy. Like now, for instance. What am I doing on a window ledge hundreds of feet in the air?
Good question. Can you answer it inside, Jimmy, please? You're making me nervous.
No thanks. I like the view. The world looks different from up here, Millie.
Better or worse?
You tell me.
It's the same skyline I see every day.
No. I'm talking 20 stories beneath us. Dozens of buses, Hundreds of cabs, thousands of people way down below, wandering to and fro. Tireless people, no time to lose, crowding the avenues and parks on their marks, racing fast, quite a cast. Millions of people, pick any two, they could be just like you and me, used to be, way back when, strangers then. I turned the corner, and there you stood. Your smile like home to me, your heart familiar. No use pretending, not that I could. I turned the corner when I met you. I turned the corner, stopped on a dime, like I remembered someone long forgotten. No mere flirtation, no marking time. I turned the corner when I met you. When I met you. Was our encounter planned? Destiny's guiding hand? Fortune or fate, it's grand. The way you make me feel. Have dinner with me.
All right. Celebration.
Then let's do it upright. Champagne,
Caviar.
lobster.
A 4-star joint so swank they don't put prices on the menu.
I've got it. Muzzy singing at Cafe Society. We'll go there.
Okay. Dutch treat.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. We'll pull together what little money we have and blow it all on one memorable meal. And if we don't eat again for a month, who cares?
All of the past
Glorious
future
Glorious
face.
future
Now
face.
that my life you've graced, I'll never be the same. I turned the corner, feet on the ground, my spirit soared as you appeared before me. I wasn't looking. Look what I found. I turned the corner when I met you. Better get back to work before your ex-lover misses you.
Pick me up at 7.
Pick you up at 7. I turned the corner when I met
I'm
you.
falling in
For
love.
I am falling in love with someone, girl. I am falling so in love, a feeling I have never felt. Pulse is leaping madly. Yes, I'm falling in love with someone plain to see.
I'm sure I
I'm
could
sure
love someone.
I love you, Miss Dorothy.
If
someone would only love me.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me.
Oh, give it up. Give it up. He loves me. He loves me not.
Doc, Mrs. Maisi.
No, what?
No, no, I'm doing todo de shuje. A shenga pai pai redoma. No, I'm doing like I'm hot. A koya show doing ya law. Oh, can I get the Hoya?
Hoya!
And curtain! Why does this never work?
Spare me the family feud, boys. It boils down to this. Who's it gonna be? Miss Dorothy or Mama? Everything seems lovely when you start to roam. The birds are singing the day that you stray, but wait until you are farther away. Things won't be so lovely when you're far from home. Here's what you'll keep saying when you're far from home.
Moochin.
That's right.
Moochin.
Now you're talking.
太阳照东方，太阳照西方。
But I know where 在营销 best.
绕木吉他在响，绕木吉他在响。我为记张之文往下想。You
can taste the cooking.
我来要，不然要念出挣扎。
Take her home.
我来要，不然赶快您不在。
It's never too late for me.
Mammy, 问早百万里，看你小秘密，My Mammy。我远走百万里，看你小秘密，问早百发破下回来吧。
They'll work for Mrs. Mears the rest of their years.
My Mammy. 我远走百万里，看你小秘密，My Mammy。 We've been sad and lonesome here at Cafe Society, but tonight the world is right. A dream come true, miss, you know who is back where she belongs. Ba-da-da-da, 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 ba-da-da,
Life is a holiday. I'm talking June through May. A nightly sellout show. And baby, I'm front row. Bye-bye to lonely nights, only nights when the two of us can cue. Skies are sunny and clear, long as I'm here with you. It's sevens every roll. Sneak peek at paradise. The view is mighty nice. I got no blues to sing, choose to sing a melody for two. Happy ending is near, long as I'm here with you.
Well, you said we'd see Muzzy, but what you didn't say was we'd hear her from the kitchen.
We both came up short.
True. Now we know why they don't put prices on the menu. They're ashamed.
This is not how I intended this evening to end.
You sure about that?
What's that supposed to mean?
When you want to see a show, you're an usher for the night. Is this how you get your fish eggs?
I said I'd ask Muzzy to front us the dough.
Well, she's a little busy, and it's not like we can pay her back. It'll be macaroni in my room until my next paycheck, and you... Never mind.
What? Go on.
You missed the spot.
Where's the soy sauce?
Hey, I'll stick to vinegar, thank you. My mother swears it'll clean anything.
Granny dear, mother mine, not for the life of me.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. This was a mistake. We're not right for each other.
I got no blues to sing, choose to sing a melody for two. Happy ending is near, long as I'm here with you. Who cares if there's no booze or that the Yankees lose? Can pay my income tax, but in spite of the facts, no one could ask for more. Kid in a candy store, the jackpot has been hit. I'm living proof of it, and as for all that's past, called past, I found a heart that's true. What a red letter year, long as I'm here with you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and yeah, you too. So happy, dear, long as I'm here with, long as I'm here with you. Oh, thanks, Matilda.
And Mrs. Van Eyck, you got yourself a visitor.
Between sets?
This one you'll want to see.
Oh, all right. Millie, what are you doing here?
Well, it was dinner for two, but now it's dishes for 200.
Let me guess. Jimmy?
Yeah, and I'm so crazy about him. It almost seemed fun. But not a lifetime of it, not for me. I may be a working girl, but I am no boob.
Who said there's anything wrong with being a working girl? I was a working girl myself in the chorus, and by the by, I was no boob
You
either.
married well, and that's my plan. I gotta stick to it.
Yes, Jimmy told me your plan. To marry your boss?
Yes.
And love has nothing to do with
No,
it.
ma'am, I'm a modern.
You're a boob.
Muzzy?
Sit down, Millie. Sit down. Now, I know you're not going to believe me, but when I first met Mr. Van H., I had no idea he was a real multimillionaire. True, I thought he was just another one of those darling daddies hanging around the stage door. And he drank beer. Facts be known, Millie, I truly prefer beer. He was a great and wonderful man. Affection. That's what he had. Affection. Well, we became engaged, and Mr. Van H. gave me this big green glass brooch. And I lent it to my girlfriend one night to impress a new boo. And turns out, the new boo was a jeweler. And the green glass brooch turned out to be emeralds. Oh, I have to say, in this case, I truly do prefer emeralds, but I was heartsick. I thought Mr. Van H had stolen it, so I took it to him and begged him to take it back. Well, he just looked at me and laughed and laughed and laughed and told me he really was a real multi-millionaire, even if he didn't look like it to a girl. And we became married right away. But, Tweedums, like I say, while I truly do prefer emeralds, we could have made it on green glass. Could have made it on green glass.
Oh, Muzzy, you're so worthwhile.
Little Millie, if it's marriage you have in mind, love has everything to do with it. Oh, they're starting my number. Follow your heart. Simple choice, nothing more. This or that, either or. Marry well, social world, businessman, clever girl, or pin my future on a green glass love. What kind of life am I dreaming of? I say, gimme, 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 that thing called love. I want it, gimme, gimme, that thing called love. I need it. Highs and lows, tears and laughter. Gimme happy ever after. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I crave it. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I'll brave it, thick and thin, rich or poor time. Give me years and I'll want more time. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I'm free now. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I see no fly dove, sing sparrow. Give me Cupid's famous arrow. Gimme, gimme that thing called love. I don't care if he's a nobody. In my heart, he'll be a somebody, somebody to love me. I need it. Give me that thing called love. I want it. Here I am, Saint Valentine. My bags are packed. I'm first in line. Aphrodite, don't forget me. Romeo and Juliet, be flight of sing sparrow. Give me fat boy's famous arrow. Gimme, gimme that thing called love.
Ah, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
Pardon me, my husband and I are trying to enjoy a romantic dinner. It's our anniversary.
18 years.
So beautiful. Excuse me. Ah, At last I know the secret of it all.
Sir,
Chuck it, ma'am, just chuck it.
Well, I never.
Set me up, tap, sir.
Mr. Graydon?
Oh, hello, John. More coffee.
Strong coffee.
Not strong enough. Never not be strong enough.
Never not? Double negative? Mr. Graydon, what happened to you?
She stood me up.
Miss Dorothy stood you up? Oh, well, very strange.
Millie, you didn't leave.
Say.
I started to, but I'll explain later. Go on, Mr. Graydon.
I went to the Hotel Priscilla to call Miss Dorothy, and the lady at the front desk
Mrs. Mears.
said she checked out. No note, no forwarding address. John! Where is she?
I don't know.
Something's very wrong.
You suspect foul play, son?
She wouldn't just check out without telling anybody.
Well, Ethel Pease did, and another girl when I first moved in. Both were here one day, gone the next, without a word to anyone except Mrs. Mears.
What do they have in common? Worldly possessions?
God, no. Ethel didn't have a dime, and the other one was flat broke. And an orphan. Poor thing. Sad to be all alone in the world.
How's that?
Mrs. Mears was always saying that.
Mrs. Mears again.
You don't think?
I do.
You don't mean?
White slavery. Cruel but true. If a woman checks out and she has no one in the world, who's to question her fate?
But Miss Dorothy isn't all alone in the world.
Certainly not.
No, she has us.
When did you last see her? At the Priscilla?
Well, I stopped by her room after work and knocked on the door, but there was no answer. I figured maybe she was napping.
Kidnapping, I'd say.
Not if I can help it. I'm calling the police.
Steady, boy. Anything that might arouse Miss Mears' suspicion could mean an end to Miss Dorothy.
He's right. What we need is a temporary orphan, someone willing to put themselves in harm's way.
I get it. Take the bait to a sleeping beauty, lead us right to Miss Dorothy.
Bingo! I would do it myself, but she knows me.
And she's unlikely to forget me after the cane I aroused when she told me Miss Dorothy was gone.
Graydon, I don't think either of us would pass as the new girl in town.
But I know someone who would.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Oh, I hope I didn't wake you.
At 3 a.m.? Why would I be sleeping? Now, what can I do for you, Miss Madame?
The sign says vacancy,
So?
so I'd like to fill it.
You sure you come to right place?
This is a hotel, isn't it?
Uh-huh. The Hotel Priscilla, a residence for young ladies.
Precisely. And I need a room.
Suit yourself. A nice, shiny room just become available.
Oh, I just can't wait to settle in and start making friends. I don't know a soul in New York. I don't know a soul anywhere except at the orphanage.
Ah. Sad to be all alone in the world. But sorry, that was years ago.
Not at all. I came straight away from St. Bonaventure's home for orphan children.
Did you walk?
Now, if you register, please. Miss, Zazu Rosie Schmevman?
It's Swedish.
Funny. I think you finish. Now, before we get you to your room, why don't we get acquainted over a freshly brewed cup of green tea?
Oh, I'm just mad for green tea.
Hello? Buddha? Butterfly here. Got one for you. Price to sell at $250. A little long on the tooth, but on the late shift at Big Mary's Tart Shop in Hong Kong.
Are you coming?
Make it $150.
What is going on around here, wheeling me through the lobby in a cart full of dirty laundry? Most irregular. I don't care how middle class a place this is. This is no time for the newspaper. I demand an explanation. Police are on the lookout for Daisy Crumpler.
Mrs. Maisi.
Mrs. Mears? Dear me, she needs a new headshot. But why are the police after her? White slavery? No, somebody please help me!
I protect you, Miss Dorothy.
May I please see that? Dwo J, Mr. Ho.
Ching Ho.
Ching Ho. She's coming!
One girl? Ching Ho. Whoa! Where's your brother?
Your brother!
Skip it. Been in this country over a month and you still don't know a word of English. You are going nowhere, just like that mother of yours. She will rot in Hong Kong before I bring her over here, and you're too big a fool to know it.
Go find Ching Ho!
Hold tight, Zazu. That boat won't sail without you. Zazu Rosie Schmevman. You couldn't make that up. Or could you? Zazu Rosie Schmevman. Carry the Z, Susan Zori Mesmethev. Move the V's, Mossy H. Muzzervane. Swap the H's, Muzzy Van Hosmer. Muzzy Van Hosmer? Or can I still call you Mabel?
How do you know my... Daisy Crumpler. I haven't seen you since they kicked you out of the chorus.
Please. I was too good for the chorus.
Well, you're slipping. I'm on to your little operation.
Come on, you can't prove anything.
You doped me and stashed me in a cart.
So it's a budget hotel. Where you're going, you won't need to know anything unless you speak Chinese.
I'm sure the disappearance of Muzzy von Hosmer will cause quite a stir.
I sorry. What's the name again? Van Hashemia? No. Now, I don't know a Van Hashemia, but I do recall that Zazu Smithman checked in, then checked out of my hotel today. A less dressed girl. What countless other?
Orphans, every one of them, who no one ever misses when they disappear. Completely. But I won't have to tell you. You'll have lots of time to hear their stories, so you get to know them on those summer nights in Hong Kong.
Read that back to me, please.
Van Hosmer. No, I don't know what Van Hosmer, but I do recall that Zazush Mevin checked in, then checked out of my hotel today. A restless girl like countless others, orphans every one of them, who no one ever misses when they disappear completely. But I don't have to tell you, you have lots of time to hear their stories, and you get to know them on your summer nights in Hong Kong.
Every word of yours amazing.
Fastest stenog in the nation.
So you... No! No! That's the first time all summer. So you've eavesdropped on me. Hearsay. Inadmissible. Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Hong Kong.
Bun fu.
Buddha, get girl, me or she, get cash, a $5, a $6, $100, $1,000 from each Dorothy.
Listen, if you want to see your mama
You
anytime
liar.
soon...
You know, bring over me English better than you Chinese.
It's over Mears or Crumpler or whatever your alias du jour is.
Not alias, Jimmy. Stage name. Is this what you've reduced yourself to? A character part in a sordid tale of villainy and terror?
Character part. Character part? Try star.
Well, your show's about to close.
Unless you hand over Miss Dorothy.
Where is she?
Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee.
Miss Dorothy!
Miss Dorothy! Tell us what happened.
What about me?
Puppy love, Trevor. I thought it was the real thing, but then Ching Ho rescued me from an unspeakable fate.
I would die for you, Miss Dorothy.
I love that.
Aya, Mishima Ishi.
Where is she?
Oh, don't worry, she won't get far. Right, girls?
We'd love to stay and chat, but Mercy's got an audition down at the police headquarters.
So I think I'm sure she'll look.
And there's a reward. The three of us surrounded by a prison full of men.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle...
Next!
Saigai sinondando kotsam. Wow. So, where were we before? White slavery, kidnapping in the... Oh, yeah. Will you marry me?
Jimmy.
Answer the question. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, I'll marry you.
Poor as I am?
Poor as you are. Because if it's marriage I'm looking for, love has everything to do with it. Right, Muzzy? Hallelujah! Now, Jimmy, off with the mask. Mask? What?
I'm Herbert J. Van Hosmer, third vice president of Van Hosmer Worldwide Enterprises.
The J is for James.
It's been Hosmer, as in Muzzy?
My mother.
Stepmother. I'm not old enough to be your mother.
So it was all a lie? The paper clips? The circle line?
Well, it's not far from the truth, Millie. The company was founded in steel.
Miss Dorothy, you're in on this too?
I'm his sister, Miss Dorothy Carnegie Mellon Vanderbilt Van Hosmer.
So, you see, Millie, every fortune hunter in this hemisphere was after Dorothy. And James was squandering his time and money on the wrong kind of women. So, I gave each of the children $25 each, sent them out into the real world with high hopes that they'd come back with truly, truly sweet partners. And they have. Oh, children, your father would be so proud of you.
So I guess you already have a stenog.
Several hundred, actually.
You included, John. Van Hosmer Worldwide Enterprises owns Sincere Trust Company. I thought I'd recognize you last night, sir, but John Barleycorn had the better of me. Won't happen again. Congratulations, John. Yep.
So you see, Snookums, you can marry the boss after all. Who cares? I found myself a green glass love.
Funny. I found myself an emerald. Have you seen the way they kiss in the movie?
Isn't it delectable? Ah.
I'm changing
Wait a minute. I can't live without John. She's the best darn stenog I've ever had.
A stenog? I type 50 words a minute. Hey!
So beat the drums, 'cause it's ceremony. Hot off the press was ever jazzy.